Fast as fuck, boy. What the hell? No. Okay, so after this, we have to go to the odd mark. So would go to the odd mark, but we should just go to the time room to get some stuff. So I'm going to use the lightning staff for these earlier variants because it works very well on these. Um, backhand with the yo-yo for more like close combat, and the lightning staff functions very good as like an AoE. By the way, I shouldn't take ammo because it's really useless for the yo-yo. So yeah, just do not take it. I'm going to get more damage and some faster ult because the ult cooldown on the yo-yo I think is very long. Oh, we have a clone of you. Is there like something that would be nice to copy? Maybe this. This could be fun. So we have a very high chance to. We could copy potato and go for the potato event, but I don't know. I think I'm just doing it. I yeah, let's try to go for the potato event. I didn't collect the item. Yeah, by the way, that looks actually like kind of weird. So you can see the item through the container. I don't know. Like I think it's alright. Like doesn't bother me like that much. Okay. I hope we see it again if we have three potatoes. That was kind of unlucky, not gonna lie. So this is the second variant we clear. So one more. Okay, that's not bad. That's actually not bad. I hope it reduces the tax. I'm not sure if it actually does. Yeah, the cassette makes +4 enemies spawn and every variant, which I think is fine. So why do we have to do this to me? Like, seriously? Why? Okay, wow, that is kinda useless. Like, seriously, dude, why? Uh, we have a lot more anyway, so it's not that deep. But we can get a lot of cards here, which is very good. First ults, we have. So I think I'm going to get a minute on the clock here, so I'll just. Okay, there's another variant that could be really bad because the early game damage is also bad. Let's just hope we don't get any ranged enemies here that are like a problem. Yes. Okay, good. What's more time? So maybe just go for a shock build. Maybe with like Because we can get the weapon mod, so I think it's worth it. And now we get red and green. Works very well. This is like actually not that bad run start. Because we have this item that gives us additional souls, it's fine to heal with them. So what would be very nice is the item that gives more heal on healing with souls. Yeah, we can just tank the damage, I guess. So okay, wow, that was very well executed. Green cards. We could go for shock nuclear. I think that would be very good, especially if we get the yo-yo to do additional. No, if we get the weapon mod that gives us the lightning. Um, yeah, the lightning damage on string. Nope. Okay, I don't know how to do this cool with Omnidash. Like there are most of them I can do, but there are some that without grappling hook I really don't know how to do. It's pretty bad. Okay, next one. Okay, so I think there's an off mark after this. No, there's another variant. Yeah, the yo-yo is dealing really good damage on this guy. Did the telephone do anything? Yeah, I hope. Yeah, as you can see, like the yo-yo is shredding this guy, which is very nice. And if you need AoE, you can just hit him with that. Get hit there. Okay, very good. It was very easy actually. This inflicts it with. Oh wait. Mm, I don't know. Like Teddy Bomb is like really weird, especially maybe. Wait. Oh my God! What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What the heck? It was so goddamn unnecessary. Oh my God! These enemies. You gotta spend some of those souls. Let's get them. Yeah, there was like no cloner, but it's fine. Stun time damage. Is stun time worth it? Like we basically have no stuns, so I'll just take Blade and get the usual power-ups. I don't think I want ice here, but somehow I have to get the lightning enhancement for our light or staff. So I mean, like the thing is, maybe we just actually go for ice on the staff. That just doesn't have that many synergies then. But if we already have that gadgets do lightning, actually, that might be fine. Holy hell, that was a lot of damage. Did that came from the table or something? No, I think it just has like basically no HP and we aren't set up that bad. Okay, that's fine. Just taking the time room here so we don't run out of time because it's very likely that I forget about that. So I think I'm going to try and maybe get as much green cards as possible so we can buy the nuclear element for the yo-yo. So this would also be a lot of healing. which we're apparently like, kind of lacking, not gonna lie. So it would be a double win, which is very good. And because we can already like proc the lightning synergy with nuclear, it's going to be very good. We already have a decent amount of max HP, which is definitely very good. So, yeah, this is not looking not bad. Down. Like the hitbox is really big. Very, very careful about them. Some about it. About the blade you throw out. Um, please. Nothing. Okay. Go. Okay, I think we're going to have another error variant soon, so maybe we bait that out because we didn't have one in a while, but makes me kind of suspicious. I don't know how error variants are like spawning, but a lot of the time it just seems like they are. So you get one, and the chance goes up with every variant you clear, but I don't think that's how it works. That's just what it feels like, in my opinion. So this is a corruption. I think I'm going to do it. That is very scary. So I think Yo-Yo actually wait, Yo-Yo is correct on this one because they chase you and see, we got all of them lined up. Like Yo-Yo works very well for that. Terra flag, not that. Oh, Apple is good. Oh wait, I should have gone to the. Okay, I guess we can. Oh, that's a burger. That's very good. Yeah, we don't get. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten the green upgrade, but I guess it's like we have enough green cards to afford everything we want. So we also have a very low tax count right now, so we are one of the not mod, so we cleared this and the next one, and then we go. No, maybe we go now in case we get an error variant, I think, because our time is relatively low, so we just go after this one. It's fine, I guess. So, yeah. So we could also sell our soul now, which I think is worth it. Just hope we don't get an error variant. Nice, didn't happen. That's good. And we also get the 9 starting souls, so we are actually we're good. We're eating well, if I may say so. By the way, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's completely fine. You just don't have to. Oh wow, another corruption. That is kind of insane. So we have one tax, which is not that much, and we want, sorry, as much green as possible. Yeah, we didn't get offered like any green so far, so that is very bad. Wait, what? Bro, who deleted my goddamn green upgrades? This is like actually insane. That's crazy. That is crazy. I think actually I should have cashed out there. That would have been better. Because the chance of getting green was higher, I think. So. And it also set like 4 rolls, which would have been more value, I think. Yeah, it's like very interesting because cash out sometimes gives you a lot more value than um just choosing is very weird in my opinion, but I'm not gonna complain. Yeah, I probably should try to hit the teddy bomb in the air if I want to get the damage off. Yeah, but also like the ult doesn't really work on the admin, which is kind of bad, not gonna lie. Especially the yo-yo ones, you just don't get the damage it just you think it would do. Yeah, I didn't get it off. Uh, Like it has like damage of once or like not even one time, which is like I guess it's like not made for that, but it still feels like kind of bad. But what you could do is just try to hit those guys because that is something it's very good at. I don't know, no, it doesn't drop if I should have aimed it more in their direction. No, it didn't. Hit again. Wait, kinda hit. Yeah, but oh, boss damage apparently fell off like a lot because we just don't have um yeah, I didn't get the nuclear like apparently we only really have the yo-yo and our items are more focused on like survivability and some utility, but not really damage, which could become a problem in the future. As you may see, we are down to a minute on the clock, which is a very bad time. Like basically, like our damage, it's just a sign our damage is very horrible. So I'm just going to buy the time up again. And as you can see, this would be 9 rolls, and these cost 3. So this is like actually way more value, which is like kind of insane to me. Okay, we could get burn. The question is burn worth it? Like it is theoretically a synergy with nuclear, but apparently we are not that close to nuclear, which is yeah. By the way, I could have the entire time just maxed out the damage. I had a lot more with the yo-yo, but I was just maybe scared or something. I don't know. Just didn't do it. Yeah, I could have made it a lot faster, but why should I? Did it? Yeah, it throws the teddy bomb, but yeah, it's really hard to get hits with the teddy bomb unlike the admin. Personally, this is the first time I'm using the teddy bomb, but yeah, it feels like it's kind of hard to hit the admin, so maybe it's actually easy and I just don't know, but I mean, he's flying, so yeah. Okay, that is not bad. So if you didn't know, that can actually give you like extra time, so you don't spend as much souls. Oh, this is very good. If you don't know, the item gives you a 10% chance to get a free loot box. Okay, that is fine. We have enough time. So just don't take a lot of damage here, so we don't get like into something that's like completely horrible. But I guess we have a lot of max life. The problem kind of is that our like only healing currently or at the moment comes from green upgrades, which is definitely not optimal. Most of the time, we want like green upgrades to be only a secondary healing source, but apparently it's our main one, I think, which is really not optimal. But what feels really good is the movement speed we apparently have. But we get attack reduction now, so we should be able now to. That's too goddamn expensive, bro. What the hell? So what I think that I'm just going to do is after this one, after this variant, we go into the shop and try to get to 12 green cards so we can buy a green upgrade and get the nuclear one. Otherwise, I'm going to get a blue upgrade, which is definitely fine. Like, I'm personally probably underrating blue upgrades. Like, I'm not really using them a ton, but yeah. By the way, you could min the portal a lot more, but I'm just not doing it. So this would be 11. I think we're currently spending 3. So, but the thing is, I want the green ones, and so we do it manually to really get the greens. Now we are at 11. Now we are at 12. So now we can cash out for 2 instead of 1. Yeah. So theoretically, you get more value if you cash out, but your cards are going to be a lot more spread, so you can't get damage and health upgrades consistently. But I could also. Oh, wait, that's actually good. Wait, that was like a lot of damage. Do you see that? That was like in the hundreds. And it also inflicts lightning on another item. That's very good. So you can see the coin is already paying off. Okay, that is out of the way. Yeah, but as you can see, the Lightning Scepter is doing really well because it like basically pierces infinitely. It's really good for just not normal variant clearing, but it can struggle a lot in boss fights if you don't get good weapon mods for it. So it can really do the damage. That, by the way, I tried to dash. Okay, ooh, the blob spawned. Just maybe try to throw a teddy bomb at him. Yeah, I think it just exploded. Yeah, it took some unnecessary damage, but it's fine. This is a shop, very good. Okay, so these are basically useless, but I think I'm going to get the blue cards so we can buy ice, actually. So we want nuclear for this at first, and now we get damage and a green. Yeah. So you may see I don't really get blue upgrades that often. Because I personally I only use gadgets for movement mostly, not really for damage. So for me it's like mostly especially like because I ran a grappling hook and dash most of the time. So it just wasn't really worth it to get as much damage on them or like cooldown reduction. Um yeah, so I didn't do that, and it actually made like the game harder, so it's most of the time worth it to get like 1 or 2 blue upgrades at least, especially if you struggle with like movement speed, because we apparently have some very good or like a lot of extra movement speed, like from the get-go and from the burger that we got. We are very good on movement speed, so we don't really need more blue or that many blue upgrades to really make our dash completely insane. And because movement speed solves that problem like a lot. It still can be very horrible to play against the Watcher now, but we're apparently not really at that point. And so we're going to, so we can worry about that later. At least I hope so. Yeah, the rats, by the way, the rats are probably one of the most annoying enemy in the entire game. Not gonna lie, like, they're straight up rats. Nice, another item. Can we get something good? That's damage. Let's get our time up again. As you can see, we're getting like an entire minute. Damage. So we need one green here. Nice. Cash out for 5. This would be 4, I think. So we would get 4. This is 5 because we have our 2 greens, but we can choose one more green here. Yeah, we just get the 4. Wait, we can get one more. This would be 3 rolls actually. Roll. Yeah. We're nearly at 400 max life, which makes this run, which makes us for this stage of the game relatively tanky. So if you really get a lot of max life, then you're like at 400. Yeah, so my game may have been crashing, and now we have to continue. By the way, I never continued. Okay, interesting. Why? That is that is ridiculous. That's bad. Okay, so the time is stopped in here. No, come on. So we just get green. So I want to get 2 for green and then we just cash out. We have +2 nothings, very good. Yeah, that was not optimal. But yeah, because of the crash, just something just got really fucked up. It was kind of bad. But at least the cooldown on our ult was already very low. Which is like very good AoE wise. Just that extra AoE that you get from that. It's really good. Really nice. Really helps clearing stuff. Overall dealing damage. Let's nice an item. Reload speed, that is completely useless. Like, it's not completely useless because we have to still have the lightning scepter, but like also the lightning scepter doesn't really need it. So yeah, I think at the moment we should maybe actually use more, do more yo-yo action because it's also inflicted with like an element. Oh wow, why are you doing that? Okay. Yeah, we are about to face the TD cluster. Got more time. So we can buy another element and we're just going to get ice. That will make our builds work very good. Oh, that is actually very good. And I think we're, no, we're going to just get More of these. So we have this variant, and then there's going to be the TV cluster. So, what is the plan? Like, the plan apparently with the build is to apply ice with the lightning staff, and then go ham on it with the yo-yo in like close range. That's like the plan that we have. And also we have very low ult cooldown, which just makes the lightning scepter deal very well with very spread enemies. So okay, we can try it. Oh wait, let's start with this one. Apply ice onto it, and then just really go ham on it. So yeah, that's basically the plan. No, no, we're not quite there yet. No, we are there. As you can see, that is working relatively well. Yeah, that was a lot of unnecessary damage. Please. Yeah, this was like actually this is working very good, very well. Just don't die now. That would be great. Any versus? Yeah. Okay, so I think we are in the clear. Okay, no, we're not. We are not in the clear. Okay, now we're mostly fine. These are a lot. We just cash out. And yeah. The thing is, our tax now is kind of ridiculously high, so that might be a problem. But like overall, I'm like already really happy with this one. Because I'm not the person that weapon swaps the most, and I think I think I'm working on it very well. That is in my opinion. Yeah. By the way, the rats are annoying as shit. Like, dude, why do you have to make the rats so goddamn annoying, bro? Like, rats. They're just rats. Okay, that is done. Okay, next one. Like, I think 26 damage is not good. It's alright. But yeah, to give it away, like, we're kind of really tanky. We are really goddamn tanky. Didn't know. Yeah, that is the synergy, by the way. I don't know if you saw it, but it was like a green fart cloud. That is like the synergy between um, nuclear and like. What more time? No cloner set, but we could do with it. So yeah, we have 50% damage. That means that we are going to get two greens to get a little bit more safety. We are at a lot of greens. That can be really bad. But I think with our relatively low ult cooldown, it's going to be fine. And we also have the Teddy, so that gives us a lot of freedom to do things. Nice. Yeah, as you can see, our AoE on the lightning scepter just works very well. Okay, nice. We can go. A parkour! I should be able to do this one. Yep. Nice. Good. That is fire ray. That is fine. Green. We want green. We're completely fine. I think after this, I'm going to go time room. Should be working. Oh, there's a rat. There are the rats. Kill the rats. What the hell is going on? I don't. I just wanna chill. Why we have to swarm in this baby? Yes. Oh, there you are, you rats. Where am I going? What the hell? Did I take it? Where am I? Oh. Oh no, that's bad. I didn't think I said I wanted to go to the time room and I didn't go to the time room, but at least we're gonna be fine. Just believe, believe. We are above a minute. Ground waves. You're dead, you're dead. Good, good, good. Now that golden. Where do I want to go? Oh my god, time is low. My time is so fucking low. Please, please, please. Please! Where's the last enemy? Here. Okay, okay, we saved the run. Let's go. That's more like it. Yeah, we can just cash out. It doesn't really matter. Whew. Yeah. That was very stressful indeed. I didn't like that. Yeah, good. Next one. It's Otmar. Let's go. So, potato. We have the three potatoes now. Okay. Yeah. As always. I think maybe what I would probably also maybe adjust a little bit is to give blue cards movement extra so that they give like extra movement speed. I mean, they already give like a ton of good stats, but it's just not good enough in like comparison because you are very squishy in this game. So just green and red because red just gives mostly more damage, like to more builds. I think just red and green are always like the main upgrades you get. Or at least they are mostly the upgrades I get because yeah, that's just the thing with the upgrades. there's, for me at least, not that big of a reason to get blue most of the time. Like, I'm definitely criminally underrating it, but I think it actually is kind of worth it, at least in my case. Oh wait, there's an item. Okay, how do I get up there? Okay. Green cards. Okay, so maybe just to be safe, go to the time room after this. Okay, you maybe are seeing that I'm a little bit scared or a little bit scared of time rooms. So like rooms like that just really limit you, but I'm not sure what you could do. So yeah, maybe you can also have or also feel it. Like the devs, I think they change it or want to change it so that you can so that there are not that many rooms in a row that like really um, deny you from getting time. But uh, that is like actually not the main problem. It's just that if you have like 1 minute on the clock, then you get like an error variant because you didn't really watch the time. That's just one of the worst things that can happen to you in this game. Yeah, I think I'm going to just go now. 10 rolls. No, we try to get things that are good. Green, crit. Even though we have ice, crit is still very good. Like, yeah. Because it just is like very consistent, and I think at the moment ice is also a damage multiplier on top or also on top of crit. But it's very confusing. Like ice is really confusing. Like no one completely knows how it actually works. No one is like really sure. But it's going to get changed anyway, so it's going to be the more hits you land on a target, the higher the damage multiplier is going to get. And the freezing effect that lets you always crit is going to be um, added to the combo with lightning, which I think is a good change. But it also makes the fire ice combination a lot worse because the fire ice combination is completely useless for bosses, and it's going to be just uh, not that likely to be picked up anymore. So, yeah. Then like, okay, here we are. Wail on him. Shit, it's already going. That is like bad. Okay, sure. That was a good Lord 6. Bro. I wasn't in here for like 2 freaking seconds, and I'm already dying. What did I do? Ouch. Oh, that is so ridiculous. No, my slogan is not being available right now. That was a big damage chunk. Yeah, I personally think it's like really hard to dodge this boss in particular. Like, if you have dash, it's like mostly fine, but it's still gonna be really difficult. Like that, bro, it's so fast. It's really fast. You know. That made it. Ooh! Yeah, just, just try. Just try and die while doing it. But you can try. It's just gonna be very hard. Yeah, but as you can see, like, I mainly use the lightning scepter for this one. Oh, we got a weapon mod. Okay, that's good. That's very good for just additional AoE and things like that. So we could get stun or we could damage. Yeah, I think just going to. I mean, we already have like a lot, and we can actually upgrade ice. That's very good. That's very neat. But yeah, as you can see, the enemies are just okay. That kills a lot of enemies, but there are like the enemies are like really going to scale up now and just be there like a lot, and also like a lot of big enemies that can really burst you. So yeah, but our build is looking relatively good. I mean, we're very tanky. We can have the sustain of radioactivity. Just overall, it's looking very well. And because we all know also damage that upgraded the damage of ice, the yo-yo is going to do like a lot of work if we get it off after the ice effect triggered. So yeah, it's really good. I mean, I didn't see the damage number, but I think it could have been very good. Yeah, I think like the yo-yo is like a damage weapon, and lightning staff is here more of the just clearing, being variance. Just very good at that, and because the accuracy is also like kind of ridiculously high on lightning staff, it's also very good for the Watcher because the Watcher fight is really annoying if you don't have the best accuracy in your weapon. We can get 6 minutes. We can cash out for 8. We could also try to get something good, but we're just going to cash out for 8. Now, if we would go again and get green upgrades, you could upgrade our nuclear damage, which is just not really worth it. Like, seriously, it's not worth it. Like, we only get. The thing is, we don't even have like a main synergy. It's like just more the sustain it gives and the synergy with lightning the gadgets, which doesn't really come into play if I'm like not really actively using it, but it is still a nice bonus. So ice is just completely broken and just because the game is like also really hard. It's like just beating a run without like actively using the strength of ice is like really hard. Yeah, but it's just it's not cheating. I mean, it's just kind of boring because like everyone goes for ice and always does ice. Oh, I think the blink, no, the blink should be fine because the blink is like always chasing you, so you just mostly know where it is. It can be really bad if you don't know where it is. Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is. One hand, bro. The one hand that does it. Every freaking thing. Where's the blink? There? I think so. Yeah, there it is. Oh, wait. Oh, wow. We're kind of close corner here. Close corner combat. Can the blink just die? Okay, it's on a good way. It's on a good way. Nice. Okay, another chance at this. Okay, no, okay. I can't really pick that. Yeah, this variant actually, if you are like, if you have like bad big spawns, then this like variant is actually horrible. As you can see, like the big spawns make it basically impossible to play on one side of the map. So, but lightning stab is really heavy here, just with the big AoE cloud and just yeah, it's really important that you try to get as much value out of the ult as possible. So it just makes clearing these variants like so much easier. I think I'm going to get time in case we get an arrow variant. Like our tax is like already ridiculously low, but it just doesn't really matter. So, yeah. Because there are live steal. I think live steal is the call, right? Yeah, it's definitely the call. And I think I'm still going to get damage. Like we have 546 max HP, what could go wrong? A lot, definitely a lot. Like if we get stuck, we're still dead, but we're going to have to react. We are going to have a lot more time to react. This is like actually very easy to weapons to have, as you can see. And you can also just distract them and kill them. It's not that deep. This can be very horrible on like weapons that the pistol, for example, really would struggle with this variant, but uh, with the lightning stuff, you just don't. This can be one of the worst variants. Now, this is like actually fine in late game, but um, especially if you can't really duck into cover on the other, like on some variants, you can duck into cover if it's like big, still has wards on it. The village, for example. And this one, this wouldn't be possible, but apparently it's just not really a problem because we have so much movement speed that we can outrun like most of the victors. Really get to kill those because they're just going to drop off those guys and they just chase you. Like seriously. That guys are also very annoying. But they're not that bad to deal with actually. They're just damage spawners and just they're just really annoying, like completely busted. They don't are that bad because they on their own can't really do damage, so it's fine. There are two more enemies here. Just gonna quickly kill them. Nice item. That is fine. Like so we can just consistently heal more. I think there's going to be knock-on on this fight, which could be bad. Rats. Rats. Two rats. Stuff to rats. I mean, as you can see, we took like a hell lot of damage there. You see? Like, that's ridiculous. I think there are a ton of rats here. I really hate the rats. I really hate the rats. They're just really mean to deal with in the hands. Nice, so we cleared most of them. Nice, another one. One dino. Great. Oh, there we go. That skull. Don't know where it is. Really don't know. Where is it? Where is the goddamn dark skull? There it is. Oh wait, that's like really good. Nice to get it. Go now in case you get arrow variants, which would at this point really break the run. Okay, so two more variants. I think we're going to get an alt market. Yeah, it's really important that you clear the big guys because the big guys just, at least I like to call them the big guys, they're like probably the most dangerous things to your run because they don't die quick and they just they deal a ton of damage if they constantly like if they hit you for more than a second. It's really strong what they can do. So yeah, be aware of that. Be aware that you kill. Like target priority is not as important in this game, but it's still a big factor of like every roguelike. And yeah, so know what your enemies do. It's going to help you to play be good at the game. They don't want to take damage seriously. Yeah, there's the art market. And we are going to go to the big man now. Increase enemies on dash. Dash before cooldown. That's good. And I think we are going to get... Yeah. And we can also buy nuclear upgrades. So make sure to swap your weapon, by the way. That can really fuck you over. Oh no, we get an arrow variant first. Yeah, that's fine. 4 minutes. Seen worse. Seen worse in this run, by the way. Just stay safe. Just Don't forget your teddy, and just then you can break everything. Oh, wait, log in, log in. Nice, okay. That one is also out of the way, so now it's just some small things to clear up. Let's pick this. Good time to get some additional stuff, like things that are very good here are alt cooldown reduction and damage. And attack speed, maybe. Maybe also don't spend all your souls here, so lol. Look at that. Look at those damage numbers. By the way, what the hell happened to him? Do you see that? That damage? Yeah, sorry if I've not been commenting like anything, but yeah, this was like actually not a tough fight at all, but like I was still kind of yeah, still a little bit tense because this is like the second run I cleared. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm not going to be continuing in hard mode. I just here are the stats, by the way. This was a very good run. We got some pretty good items. We were definitely kind of lucky. Yeah, but we didn't get a single blue item, so yeah. Thanks for watching.